Chris, I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
No problem, Bob.
I wanted to ask you if you could take me back in time and tell me how Evil Blade became a reality.
Well, Evil Blade became a reality, started becoming a reality sometime before COVID, 2019. Uh,
Wow.
it was something that I always wanted to do. Um, um, and it was just waiting for me to basically dive into it,
Mm,
because we all live our daily lives and work and stuff. So
sure.
and music is my passion, and always has been. So and I just said, let's just do this, let's dive right into it. Started writing lyrics, and one thing led to another. I started composing, and yeah, and then I met my guitarist, and we just took off from there.
And now the album is out. I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to have it out into the world?
Oh yeah, it feels great, actually, for people to be listening to you all around the world, and something that you worked hard on,
Sure.
something that we worked really hard on this, and yeah, it's very exciting.
And you have to be very proud of the hard work you put in because you made an amazing album from top to bottom, my friend.
Like it, listen to it.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to hear. Yeah, thanks, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know our band members feel the same way. So yeah, it's something that it took us actually 3 years, just because we got busy doing other things, and it kept getting delayed, and then uh yeah, it's 3 years in the making, which the next one won't take that long. So
And for me, my favorite track on the album is The Dream Will Never Die. I wanted to ask if you could speak on that track.
okay, well, that track is actually the very reason Evil Blade came to be, because um it's I was in a state of my life where something was missing, where I wasn't myself. We all get, I think, caught up in our daily lives,
Sure.
and sometimes forget who we are. And uh and 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 who I was to be in a rock band. So that's really the reason why Dream Will Never Die came to be, because it was something that kept getting shutting down, and shut down, and that's why the song says it's crawling. The dream is crawling back to me. So it couldn't be killed.
Sure.
Oh, and here it is. It took a part of me, right? Until it becomes a part of me. So
Absolutely.
here it
And,
is.
and you hail from Chicago. My daughter lives in Chicago. I wanted to ask if you could speak on your experience in Chicago.
Well, I mean, I've been living basically all my life here. Uh, I was born in Mexico City, actually. So, but I was brought here when I was probably like 3, 4 years old, and and
Wow.
and I've been living on the south side of Chicago, Pilsen, basically my whole life. So I'm a South Sider.
Mhm.
And but yeah, I mean, living in Chicago is amazing, to be honest. I can't complain. It has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, my daughter gives it high praise out there.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's great. It's great. There's a lot of things to do in Chicago.
And another track I wanted to go into with you is Tireless Rider. I wanted to ask if you could speak on that track as well.
Tireless Rider. I actually wrote that song just out of the blue, but and it just came to be very quickly. And Tired as Rider is basically a song about death, about basically not worrying about death because something's for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, we're all gonna meet it someday.
Absolutely.
So it's that's really what it is. It's just continue your life. Don't look back. Don't regret your mistakes, and just continue to move forward in life. And that's a simple song, really. You know, and yeah, until Tireless Rider, and then I was going through some passings with some close friends, that passed away, and it just happened around that time. So I just needed to write about death.
And
So
and we spoke about this album started actually in 2019. I wanted to ask you if you could give an example of off this album a track that best represents the band today.
what was the question again?
You started working on this in 2019.
Yeah.
So it's been in work for a while, with even with COVID being down. I wanted to ask you what track on the album best represents your sound in 2026?
What track on the album best represents our sound? Um, well, the first song I wrote was Kings of the Night.
Wow.
That was the first song I wrote, and it's basically, it was meant to be a tribute to the bands I listened to the bands that inspired me, which is all the '80s hair metal scene. So bands like Motley, Rat, you know, Skid Row, White Lion, all those bands. So uh, White Snake. So it's a little bit of everything in there, and that is the song that started it all. Actually, Kings of the
Wow.
Night, and yeah, it's basically a tribute. So we actually wanted to pay tribute, and our sound was and our influences were the '80s bands, but we completely turned sounding out more heavier.
Absolutely, absolutely.
so, so we get that, and yeah, of course, I love harder bands like Accept and Judas
Absolutely.
Priest, and I even listen to a lot of Spanish heavy metal bands, from Argentina and from Spain, and so yeah, our influences are wide, yeah, all the way from hair metal bands to underground heavy metal bands from all around the world. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you as well, what song changed the most from the demo to the final cut?
What song changed the most? What song changed the most? Um, God, I think it's Dream Will Never Die. The Dream Will Never Die. That was a complicated song. That was our hardest song, actually. And it's funny that you say that that's your favorite song because, man, that's the song we struggled with the most.
Wow.
And finding and finding like the vocal pitch, the right vocal pitch,
Hmm.
and it just didn't sound right, you know. And it took us a long time. It's crazy how one song can give you
Sure.
some problems, and the Dream Will Never Die is that song. So it's crazy that you like it because I think that's the song we worked on the most, and we were more worried about being our least favorite song. You know.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's time well spent, my friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot. That means a lot because it is we Dream Will Never Die. It never died.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Push this to become better.
And of course, I gotta ask you, who's on the cover of the album?
Well, it's oh, what, the cover of the album?
Yes.
It's actually this.
Yes. Ah,
It's actually this hand
excellent.
holding a blade. So, and it was actually, and it just came to be like very quickly as well, because our our album cover was going to be originally a chick, but the band members were not all too excited about it. It was just not the right picture for the song, for the album. And so, well, do you like the cover?
Yeah, I think it's
Awesome.
badass, man. I think it goes great with the name and
I
it's a
think
good
so.
representation, you know.
I think so too. Again, it was something that just, it was very quick. All right, let's change the cover, and we did it.
And now
Yeah.
this amazing album is out. What's the
Yeah.
next step for you? Will you tour?
Hopefully, I mean, we again, we all have our daily lives. We all work. I'm a tattoo artist myself. My guitarist is actually a classical guitar teacher
Oh, wow.
In Mexico City. And my drummer, he lives here with us, with me in Chicago, and he also has a daily job, and but he has like 10 other bands. That doesn't sound like
Wow.
he would. He's like into, yeah. I think we're the heavy metal band for him, but his other bands are awesome as well. You should check them out as well. But I mean, we wish to tour. I mean, hopefully people reach out to us and want to see us in their city. And then if whoever wants to support us, just make some noise and we'll be there. Right now we have a show and we're actually trying to. We got invited to a heavy metal festival in Ecuador. In
Oh,
Ecuador.
yeah.
So hopefully we fly out there in September. Hopefully it's not a for sure thing, but for sure we're gonna do December 31st. The Whiskey a Go Go with LA Guns.
That's great.
And there it's gonna be probably like our fifth time playing there. So the Whiskey is really like our second home away from home. So but yeah, I mean, hopefully this album makes enough noise and people that likes us and wants to support us, make some noise in your town, share the music with your friends,
Absolutely.
and we'll try our hardest to be there.
Because I want to get you in Ohio, my friend. I want to see you up on
Oh,
stage.
yeah, hell yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's set something up. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you as well, if you could take me back in time and tell me how your musical journey started.
Basically, thanks to my older brother, Marco. I was 4 years old, and all there was in our walls were posters of Cinderella, Motley Crue, Poison, Scorpions, and instead of watching cartoons, they put VHS tapes, Decade of Decadence or Scorpions, Live
Yeah.
and Burn or Poison Live, and that's the only way they can calm me down as a kid. You know,
Wow.
cartoons were not working. I had to watch. I had to watch music videos,
That's cool.
and really, and I would get in trouble in kindergarten for taking album covers of Nikki Sixx grabbing his crotch and
Mm.
kindergarten, and they're like, well, "What is this?" They would show that to my mom, like, "Hey, we took this away from your kid. Well, he likes that music." And think about it. I was in kindergarten, so
Wow.
listening to Motley Crue.
I had an interview the other day and I was explaining that, because I'm quite a bit older than you,
Yeah,
but Kiss was such a huge influence to me in 76
yeah.
and I remember in 78 how happy I was to open up a package of my Kiss radio. And
Of
I w-
course.
and all it was a cheap AM radio. There wasn't any FM back then. And so, but I'm walking around because I think I'm the coolest cat in the block because I got the Kiss radio.
Man, it's crazy to think about it, but I grew up in a very humble family, so I actually got. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got to meet the crew, and but it was something. To me, it was a dream come true. To them, I'm pretty sure they don't remember me, but but I mean, when I was a kid, man, I used to think I would see their video clips, same old
Hmm.
situation or Wild Side, and I was like, man, we're so fucking broke. I'm never gonna see these bands. That was my way of
Sure.
thinking. I was like, man, like as a kid, I was like, man, it must cost $1 million to go see these guys. You know,
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, which is never gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, just for me to just have an actual physical album, it was a
Sure.
dream come true. The covers, which is something that got lost because and sadly so because I would enjoy going to the store with my headphones and going to the music store, going to Rolling Stones on the bus, take the train, the bus. People that are from Chicago know what the Rolling Stones is. It's a rock store. So I would save up my money to just buy an album and on the way home listen to it, put it on my CD player and just start flipping through the covers and that was magic. And it's something that is no more, right? It's everything is digital. So
And speaking of albums and CDs, I wanted to ask you, now that this album's out, what's the best way to get a copy of it and any merchandise that you have?
I'll send you a copy for sure. And any merch that we start uh, creating. But yeah, we actually our albums our album is in the oven, so we're just waiting for the shipment to get to us. And anybody that's asking, they can just send a message to evilblademusic@gmail.com, saying that they want to purchase an album and we still don't know how much we're going to sell it for. Probably like 15-20 bucks, no more than 20 bucks. So, anything helps us, but I'll send you one for free. That's for sure.
I appreciate it, my friend. And lastly, I wanted to ask you, if you could give a message to your fans, what message would you give them?
So to our fans, first of all, to support the music now more than ever, because local bands like us, it's very hard for us to to get gigs.
Sure.
I feel like especially original bands, everything needs to be a cover band now to make to get a chance to get a gig. And although I don't have anything against cover bands, that kind of kills the creativity and kills rock and roll, man. To
Sure,
be
it
honest.
does.
So we could have taken the easy way out, the easy route, and we did it. We're like, fuck it, let's write our original shit, and hopefully people like it. Which we've got a good compliments. And then to our fans, I mean, just don't give up on your dreams, man. The dream will
Right.
never die.
That's exactly right. And,
It's
I think a lot of bands do start as cover bands, but they quickly see that I'm not growing as an artist, you
yeah.
know, and I think all artists, we all want to grow.
Which don't get me wrong. I mean, if Evil Blade fails, you're gonna see me in a cover band. But don't. Well, all I'm saying is don't give up first.
Sure,
First, believe in yourselves, and all the hard work you're gonna put in a cover band, put it in yourselves instead, and see what
absolutely.
comes out. See
Yeah,
what comes out, and then after that, if people like it or not, and if it succeeds or not, at least you tried, and then you're probably gonna feel much better in a cover band because you
sure,
tried.
absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. Well, I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, my friend.
Hey, you too, Bob. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm
Hey,
glad.
please,
I'm glad we figured this out.
hey, please keep in touch with me, Chris. I
For
look
sure.
I look forward to any new news that comes about, and I look forward to many more interviews, my friend.
For sure. Send me your address on Instagram, and as soon as our I get the package of our physical copies, I'll send one over to you. And to your
Thank,
friends, how many you want? Just let me know.
all right, thank you, my friend, and enjoy the rest of your day.
For sure, Bob. You too, man.
Cheers.
Take care.